Let's do some digital subtraction. First thing I'll do is start off with the number 1. 0, 1. And remember, we're using this kind of a placement system, A4, 2, 1, and this would be 1, this would be 2, this would be 3, etc. Keep this simple. 0, 1 in binary is equal to 1 in decimal. So I want to subtract 0 from it, minus 0, and I should get myself a 1. So 1 take away 0 is 1. Bring down the 0, and I've got that. So everything is good so far. Now let's take our 0, 1 and subtract a 1 from it. And we'll do the same thing over here for a decimal. 1, and we'll subtract 1. I should get a 0, and that's what I get over here. 1 take away 1 is 0. Bring down the 0. All well and good with this. Now let's change this up just a little bit. If I make this smaller, move it off here to the side, and now I'm going to change this so that it's 1, 0, which is 2. 1, 0 minus 1, and 1, 0 equals 2 in decimal. So 2 minus 1 should give me a 1. Well, let's see. 0 minus 1. Oh, I'm in trouble now. I gotta borrow. Because 0 minus 1 should give me a minus 1, but there isn't one in binary. Oh, what are we going to do? We're going to borrow. So I go over here to this 1, and I borrow. It becomes a 0. And now I've got a 1 and a 0, which is 2. Right here. I made that too small. So 2 minus 1 is 1. Bring down the 0, and voila, there we go. There's our answer. Now, let's try 1, 0 minus 0. Well, this is an easy one, I think. 1, 0, that's 2 in decimal. We're going to subtract 0 from that. We should get 2 again. Let's try this. 0 take away 0 is 0. 1 take away nothing is 1. So 2 in binary equals 2 in decimal. And 1 in binary equals 1 in decimal. I'm going to resize that, put it down here, like so. So let's concoct a problem that you can really choke on. 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, minus 1, 1. Well, we'll have to do some borrowing here. We won't choke on this. We'll be able to do this pretty easy, I think. Let's start with this side here. 0 minus 1. I can't do it. I gotta borrow. I can't borrow from here. That's out. I can't borrow from here. That's out. I gotta borrow from this guy over here. Yeah, let me get rid of those x's. So this guy dies. Let me change the color to red. He dies. Becomes a 0. And that gets transferred over to the next guy on the right. This guy is 2. Well, I need a 1 over here. So what do I do? Well, I kill this 2. I borrow 1 from it. Well, 2 take away 1 is 1. So he's now a 1. And I borrow 1. So now I got what? I got 1, 1, 0, 1, and a 2 here. 1 and a 0. But I need a 1 over here. I got to borrow that. So I got to borrow 1 from this 2. So this 1, 0 dies and becomes a 1. Because 2 take away 1 is 1. And the additional 1 I just borrowed comes over here. So now this is 1, 0. So 1, 0, which is 2, in decimal. 1, 0 minus 1 is 1. 1 take away 1 is 0. 1 take away 0. Whoops, how did I do that? I'm fired. 1 take away 0 is 1. I gotta work on my math there. And then I come over to this column, and a 0 comes down. And the 1 comes down. And the 1 comes down. Now we got our answer, which is 110101. Well, can you really be sure this is right? Let's check on that. Well, using the 8-foot-to-1 system, what is 111000, our original number? Let's write those down. That was 0, 0, and a 0, and a 1, a 1, and a 1. This would be 16. And double that, that'll be 32. So that's what our number was. This is this guy. Well, what does this guy equal? Alright, writing down this original number, 111 and 3 zeros. 32 and 16 is what? 32, 42, 52, take away 4, that's 48. This gives me 48 plus 8 equals 53. So my first number here was 53. And what was I subtracting from him? Is that right? 48 plus 8 is, oh, that's some really bad math. 48 and 8 is 56. Oh, I'm fired. There we go. 48 and 8 is 56. Get my basic math down there. All right, that was our first number. And let me correct that. All right, we got the 48 and 8 is 56 minus 2 ones. 2 and a 1 would be 3. So 56 minus 3 in decimal gives me 53. So dollars to donut, this guy over here is going to be 53. Let's find out. This over here, that's our 32 and 16. We know already that's going to give us what? 48. And now we're going to add what to it? It's 32 and 16, that's 48. Now we got to add what to it? A 4 and a 1. So 48 plus 5, that's going to give me what? 53. And we have ourselves a match. It worked fine. This is George Boole. I hope that was helpful. And please share and rate this video. And I wish you a lot of luck. Bye-bye now.